Hi, welcome to our Ability Skills Knowledge Foundation. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining and stay with us till the end. Once again, I am Arshia Kainat, host and CEO and Management Controller in Ability Skills Knowledge Foundation. Firstly, I want to say about today's free webinar. Today's webinar is workable for those who lose their confidence, did not trust, and have suspect on own self. I hope today's webinar will be effective who are struggling with own personality. Every day some new participants join with us, so I have to give this little concept about ability skills knowledge foundation. What is Ask Foundation? Ask Foundation stands for Ability Skills Knowledge Foundation. It is an online platform which aims to enhance the skills of the youth living across the world. It promotes the talent of the humans. It is Pakistan origin organization founded by Dr. Aksar Rubani and Mr. Zain Khan as a vice president. Motto of Ask Foundation: creating new leaders by nurturing and promoting the talent of common people is the main purpose of Ask Foundation. Its slogan is sometimes choosing a different path from others does not mean isolating yourself, it means you know who are you. I am warmly welcoming in you all. Today we are presenting the webinar on preventing cyberbullying with speaker Naomi Rosell. So please let's start our program. Please give a warm welcome to Naomi Rosell.
Thank you, Asha. Asha, can you hear me? Arshia, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
thank you
yeah,
so
I can
much.
hear.
Okay, I will start. Okay, thank you, Asha, for the warm welcome. And today I would like to speak about importance of preventing cyberbullying. Before that, I would like to thank ASK Foundation for giving us this chance to educate people and also to give us a platform for us to enhance our skill and also brush up our skills, speaking skills, and giving us this chance to explore more topics. And by this, they are getting more of knowledge, and this is a privilege that we they are giving us for that, educating people, and from through us, a lot of people are gaining knowledge. So the thanks will goes to ASK Foundation. Before we start, so my name is Naomi Rosell. I'm from Malaysia. So today I'll be going to presenting the topic on preventing cyberbullying. Okay, why we have to prevent cyberbullying and why it is so important to know about cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is happening everywhere. Is that some of people are not aware of these things. You know that cyberbullying has two different things. There is a good, there is a bad. But these things has been happening for some time, but it is happened in dark light. So nobody knows what is actually happening. The harassment has been for kids, for teenagers, for people who are even elder people are into this because we do not know who we are communicating. So let us go into the slide. What is cyberbullying? Okay, bullying can cause serious long-term problem for both the person who bully and the person who has been bullied. Those who have been bullied may have problem at school, suffer from depression, poor grades, or use drugs to deal with problem caused by bullying. This term is speaking about kids. Okay, when we somebody is bullying us, we will feel scared. We will be afraid of looking at them. We will be afraid to face the situation. So why the bully is so important? We have to prevent that because it can actually tarnish your mental state. You can go into depression. Kids, they cannot concentrate on studies because constantly somebody is bullying them, harassing them. That is actually a mind torture. That's why it will start. If since small, if they have been bullied, it will tarnish their confidence. They won't be even confident to talk. They will be all the time scared. As a parents, as a sister, as a brother, we need to know who we are communicating, who we are talking. If we have a brother sister, we have to see who they're talking and everything, because if we are not going to see who they're communicating, because somebody else is going to destroy their life, because we do not know. Cyber is a big thing. Internet is a big thing. There is a good thing, there's a bad thing. The bad thing is it will cause problems for you in later on, like suffering from depression. For kids, they cannot concentrate. They cannot go into a good grades. They cannot perform in school. Eventually, they will use drugs to prevent all this, and eventually, it will cost their life. And furthermore, is children who are bullied are also at risk of suicide. Horrific tragedy is sweeping communities of affecting everyone. As we know, we have seen children who are bullied has been suicide because they have very low self-esteem. They cannot take it because the person who bully is like how to say it's like a villain. For them, it is their mental satisfaction. If they bully somebody, they feel that they have control of somebody and they have control of somebody's brain and mind, so that they think, oh, I'm the boss. Whatever I do, it will affect you. So people who have low esteem, low confidence level, and children who are always, being scared of everything are very potential for this kind of suicide. They will suicide because they do not know how to go out from this bully. So if we know somebody who is suffering from this, please go and talk to somebody who can help you so that you won't take the wrong decision. Especially kids, they do not know. They might go into a wrong website. It's like, for example, Blue Whale. They created for a game purpose, but what we know that there was a game who created to kill them. People do not know the side effect of Blue Whale. After so many of them died, only it came out to light that this game was created to kill people. That was created by somebody who was mentally ill, and the guy was asked, he said that I was just eliminating those who are unworthy for the society. Who is he? If he is not going to, if you are not going to aware of the cyberbully and what is happening in the internet, you will be one of the people who will be the cybercrime. So this is the reason why we are educating so that at least people know how serious is this cyberbullying is happening. Cyberbullying is the use of mobile phone, instant messaging, email chat, social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, and etc. Because this is the easy medium to reach somebody who you do not know. Cyberbully happens most of the time not with the people you who know. It's somebody you do not know and you just get to know because they're behind the screen. You do not know. They will be masked their face. They do not know. They don't reveal actually the truth. What they does is everything is fake, but they will portray as though they are real person. Next will be what are the social effects of cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is the use of, like I said, mobile and everything. Cyberbully often who have access. Cyberbully happen because two things. One, we give to children who have no access to the technology from the early age. Children do not know how to use social media. And as we know, the social media, you can adjust the age. So if they put the years of the age more than the year they're born, it can actually create that because the social media created for socializing. It depends on you how you're going to use it. So these people taking advantage of that. And one thing, these people are very smart. People who are being bullied, they will just escape like that after they finish their task. So they will taking all this kind of social media so that they know how to harass somebody. They are looking for victims. They are preying on victims, especially those who are young, because they can easily influence them, easily through social media. Because in social media, okay, normally you will sign up for a social media to add on your friends and for your purpose. But what they will be doing is that they will come into your profile, they will pretend as a good person, as a normal friend. You will never know their real color until they establish that goal. So that's where they are very well practiced people, they're very well trained people. They know what is their task. So this is a group of people who exist behind the black screen where they are doing all this. Especially they're targeting the young kids, those who have no much access of technology. They do not know that these things happening. There are some people who do not know cyberbullying exists. So it's very easy. The common ground that they can use is social media. That's where they can get access of your picture, etc. Everything. They even have sexual harassment for the young girls. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people, even your friends, somebody who are in this community who are hearing also, I'm pretty sure you have go through some type of cyberbully. It's not that cyberbully has a lot of terms. The serious term, the minor term. So there's lot type of cyberbully that affected people, everyone. Next, cyberbully is the use of more cyber. Okay, what are the consequences of cyberbully? What will happen if you are become victim of cyberbullying? Online buying, like other types of bullying, can lead to serious and long-term problems. First of all, when we have social media, we will try to socialize with people. We do not know who we are talking to. That person will randomly add, and first of all, they will talk to you as a nice person. They will take a step very consciously. They don't actually tell you who they are. So we also will talk to them. We will reveal certain things without our knowledge. That's the technique that they use. They know how to take information from you. So from there, they will take all the evidence that they need, and that's where they use against you. So the reason I'm telling is that when you are adding somebody new or you're communicating somebody behind the screen, please try to do research on that background. There's a lot of apps for them to find out, and you can actually see who are they. If they are not putting their picture, you ask them who are they. Especially they don't reveal picture. If somebody is giving you a lot of reasons, oh no, I don't take pictures or like that, there is something problem. If somebody is real, they will publish their picture. Most of these people will use someone else's picture, so that's why you will get into the situation and you do not know who is that. So here let me tell you something. I had a friend. We had a research group where we comes up with people's story. So she did not know who some man randomly added her. So she did not know how he got to access. He was just a normal friend, like normal people adding. So that's why she was talking to me. But without her knowledge, he actually hacked email address. And from email address, you can go to Google pictures and everything. He hacked and he took all the information, including the family pictures and everything. And he threatened her according to that. But she only knows him for 1 week. How can he do that? It's because it's one thing. He sent her like some kind of application there. I think she enrolled with her email address. He access from there. So be careful when you are accessing any types of links because you do not know what type of link they are sending. So before pressing anything, please do a thorough research, thorough checkup who we are talking to, what type of link is that, and please verify the website first. Don't simply press because the information can be easily copied. Because of this, you may also feel tense, anxious, or sad. If someone is already depressed, these people sometimes cyberbully happens for the people who are already in depression. Maybe they are already in depression for some other problem. When they caught up with this, they will be more depressed and make the situation even worse. Students affected by cyberbully can have poor concentration in school, which affect their performance. For example, if you're talking to a wrong person and you do not know what person are there, they can actually go into your mind. They can control your mind. They can control your activities. They will control you. You will not be yourself. That's why we say young people must be very, very aware of the things that are happening. Don't simply fall for people who are making, types of bombastic words. They use all these type of words to catch attention because for them they know. First of all, they will see your situation. Some people, yes, in a house they won't have proper communication with family, broken family, and everything. When they go to social media to get somebody, talk to, that's where they caught with all these wrong peoples, and they are being used emotionally, physically, and mentally. So first of all, if we have problem, please talk to somebody who are your friend. Don't go into social media. I'm not saying social media is wrong. There is a good, but there is a bad also. You don't become a prey for somebody who wanted to get benefit from you. Furthermore, we go, why do people do it? Why they do this? Why do they bully people? Cyberbullying. First of all, cyberbullying. First, they cannot detect who they are. If you became the victim, you cannot trace them because it's very hard to trace them. They can just change everything. Sometimes they operate from different country, but it shows different countries. I'm pretty sure you guys see a lot of movies, and you can see from there how many things are there. So it's very easy for them to disguise themselves. They don't actually show their real self. Secondly, the reason they are doing this is to get their emotional satisfaction. They want to get this emotional satisfaction where they feel that they are the boss. They want to get control of all these people. So from there, they get this kind of satisfaction where they feel the task is accomplished. These people are sick in the mind. Those people. So these people has no humanity, no sense of feelings, nothing. For them, what is that they need is for them satisfaction. If they bully somebody, they feel better. They feel that they have comfort something. So these people are mentally sick. So when they are mentally sick, they go into this kind of matter because they are smart. Also, they want to get caught. They don't do physical bully. What they do is cyber bully, so that they can easily run away. They don't get caught through any cybercrime. As we know, reported according to the research has been 50,000 cases a year from minor to major, which is from suicidal to death. There's a lot of cases, different. Most of them who are becoming the prey is kids. They are the people who are becoming the victim of the cyberbullying. So we go to the next slide. Next slide. Another slide. Okay. What can I do about cyberbullying? What we can do? Yes. First of all, once you become the victim of cyberbullying, actually you don't actually believe people because once you became the victim, you will be scared. The confidence level will be down. You do not know who to speak to because once you became the victim, for you, everyone is a bad person. You see somebody, you will be very scared. Can I talk to that person? Of course, you will have this kind of mental depression and everything. So, what we suggest is, there's always light in the end of tunnel. Not everyone is bad. This kind of people exist, but the good people also exist at the same time. You need to find somebody who you can trust. Not tell somebody more expert who can give you opinion so that you don't take the wrong decision. What we are trying to say is that sometimes when we face some situation that is actually giving us a lot of pressure, we make the wrong decision. What we want is to end the problem. That's why they're choosing suicidal way. One of the reason is that because some bullies, sometimes I cannot speak really how to say too open because this is some kind of things that when girls face certain kind of sexual abuse, it's actually a thing that they cannot come out from that. The harassment is too private, so that for them, suicide is the one of the way they can avoid all the how to say the embarrassment and everything. And there is a type of things that they verbally abuse you, physically abuse you, mentally abuse you. It's all depend on how strong you are. If you can fight that, you can prevent that, you can survive. Some of them they do not survive. That's why most of the people died because of cyberbullying. And we don't want people to die because who is that person to decide your worth? The person who created the blue whale said that I am just eliminating those who are unfit for the society. Who is he? If you're not going to decide your worth, someone else will decide. That's the reason we say stand up for bullying. Do not be scared. If somebody try to overcome you, say no. You try to speak up for yourself. If you are not going to speak up, he's going to control you and he will eventually destroy you. It happens everywhere. Even with our friends also sometimes there's a groupism. Groupism also one way of bully because groupism is that they will come up with a group and bully a person. It's happened in the cyber also because when they have social media in Facebook and everything, one group of people will attack through comments and everything. All this comes under cyber. What we are saying is that you don't destroy somebody's confidence. That's the important. Bully can tarnish somebody's life. I had a friend who she said she has been constantly bullied. She was never, she was very scared. She was always, when people even speak louder a bit to her, she'll be very scared. She was vic- bully victim in the school and everywhere. She told one day the person who bullied came and talked to her. She said that I felt that because of I have misbehaved, I've bullied you, I've used you, everything. You became somebody. Ended up, she's became depressed. She wasn't able to score properly. She wasn't able to. She became very how to say this, her self confidence has dropped. That's why I say if you're trying to bully somebody, you're tarnishing somebody's life. You don't do that because of you. Somebody can be in a bad place. They are confident, the low esteem. It's all because of you. So if you want to talk to somebody, it's we do not know who are listening to this. If you became a victim of cybercrime, please try to take all these steps to prevent. And please do not bully somebody through cyberbullying because even you are joking also sometimes for people who have low esteem can hurt them. It is considered bully for them. And we have a lot of hotlines for you to talk and speak. Nowadays, there's an app and everything for you to find out how to overcome bullies, how to prevent bullies, and also there's a website for you to refer what type of things are to prevent bullies. And also, first of all, please, if you have social media, please don't try to add somebody randomly because you do not know who they are. If you know about that person, do a thorough checkup. If you're adding somebody, do the checkup, do research, do a proper thorough checkup, and then you start it off. Don't reveal anything to stranger because nobody is your friend. You do not know who is behind screen is acting to make you as a victim. So that's the main point. If you're friend, yes, you know who you're talking, then you reveal. Do not reveal your information to anyone unless you know the person. Even in social media, revealing some kind of information to your friend through social media is so wrong because they can hack the account and they can get that. So whatever you do, please be careful and be wise because if they have set the limit there. So you know if there is a limit, you must know everything need to be in limit. If you go unlimited, you have to face the consequences. So we go to the next slide. Okay. With cyberbullying, one press of a finger on electronic device can shatter someone's reputation and they think it's their life. It is scary, yes. It's very easy to. It's just that you don't do nothing. You're just accessing through your fingers, but it can destroy your life. One press can cost somebody's life. Like I said, for example, Blue Whale game. It's just one game. There's a lot of levels. They do not know what is happening. There's one of the interview where I saw the boy was a very good scorer. He was a top student in his school, but the mother did not know he was playing game. The best part of the story is he was telling that mom there is some one type of game called blue whale. The mother thought, it's just a blue whale. So they thought, okay, blue whale is a kind of fish game. They do not know. Nobody knows until it came to life that this game is life threatening and dangerous. So the blue whale game has caused a lot of problems. So he told the mother that the friend is playing, but the mother do not know that this boy was playing also. One day when she came back from work, she found out the boy was hanging here himself in the house. The mother was devastated. The mother wasn't able to save him. And then she spotted a notebook. She called the police and she did not know why did a young boy, a top scorer, will suicide. There was a notebook. She was shocked to see that because he said, please tell the community do not go into this game because once they entered, there's no way. There's only one way, which is death. Then only the mother spotted there was a tattoo called a kind of fish art. That's the where she alerted the police. The police also do not know. Nobody knows the series of Blue Whale game. I'm pretty sure everybody has come across. This thing has happened in India. Most of the cases happens in India. So it's very devastating to know that your kids are dying because of a game. Somebody else is using your kid's mind. So please be aware of who you're talking, what you're doing. Please do not go into these kind of things because we are like time bomb. We are living in a world, but surrounded with all the negative things. There is a positive, but more negative things. We can easily caught up in anything. So please be wise when you do things. Please think and do. When we don't think, we can make mistakes. That's where they control our mind. They use our low self-esteem. They break our confidence, and they want to overcome that. What they gain is worth. They gain your life. If you are die, it's happy for them because for them you're a game that they're playing. So your game is over, they're happy, they won. This is a group of people who are playing with people's mind and life. For them, satisfaction is important because these people are sick in the mind. So can we go to the next slide? Unless and until our society recognizes cyberbullying for what it is, the suffering of thousands of silent victims will continue. Yes, well said. The quote said, if you do not know, if we do not create the awareness, this will remain silent and people who are doing the violent thing will be the king. That's the reason we have to create a lot of voice because this thing is happening. Cyberbullying happens silently because it's happening behind screen. You do not know what is happening because it's under screen. You're just pressing your laptops, accessing through your phones and etc. You don't need to go outside. You don't need to meet the people. It just happened with just using the internet. So be wise. If you find out anybody is facing like that, please tell them. If your friend is talking to somebody and you feel it's fishy, please tell them. Do not talk to them. Please advise them. At least we can do that to save the soul. At least we can advise them to for them not to become the victim of cyber crime. If you're having your brother sister, please access their phone. Check what they're doing in the internet, what they're playing, who they are talking to, so that you know. Please do not put any laptops in the room. Don't access in the room if you have kids underage because kids are very easily influenced people because they don't have the access. They don't have that kind of knowledge. Even elder people are becoming cyber victim. There's chances of kids are very high because for them they will influence the kids first because they will say, okay, I'm your friend. Somebody added, they will be very happy. So they will be communicating like a friend. First of all, they will create the confidence and the friendship between both of you. Then they will create the strong foundation where you will give all the information. And then they will start their game. This is how it happens. So if you have kids, brother, anybody, please supervise them what they are doing because we do not know. Today it's happening in outside world. Tomorrow it can happen in your house, my house, anybody house. So it's better we take precaution is better than cure. We better be wise. If you have anybody like that, if they try to talk to you, please advise. Please try to tell them be careful when you use internet because all these things are happening because these people is a big group of people. Now it's not only Facebook. There's a Twitter, there's a LinkedIn, there's a lot of social media and the access is bigger much and people nowadays facing mental illness due to the technology pressure work challenges people are becoming too addicted to social media and with the mentally unstable situation they use the internet they go into the cyber they make another mistake by talking to the wrong person and eventually a lot of consequences comes up and eventually costs their life. So we must be very, very, very wise. First of all, our mental state must be very good. If we don't have a good mental state, we can make mistakes. We can do a lot of wrong things. So the moral of the story is if we are given something, yes, in internet through cyber, There is a good thing, positive things where you can develop your business, you can learn courses like how we are doing webinars, you can listen. And there is also cons. There's a pros, there's a cons. There's a good thing, there's a bad thing. The negative thing is you'll become a victim of cybercrime. Another thing, you will go into a wrong website. Another thing, you will be accessing the internet for the wrong things. So this is all will put a depress in your mind. You will tarnish your self-confidence. Eventually, you can't think, you can't make the proper decision. So this is all will affect you. So what I'm trying to say is it's in your hand. It is you. If you want to use it in a positive way, it will give you a benefit. If you're going to use it in a negative way, it will give you the consequences you have to face. So whether it's a good or right, it's depend in your hand. If you have somebody underage, please supervise them because for them they need supervision. Please educate them how to use. Give them access. Don't give them access to the social media when the age is not suitable. At what age, what they need to do, that's what they need to do. When we have this kind of boundaries, we can avoid all this kind of people who are becoming victims. Most of the parents are not being responsible. For them, they are concentrating on work too much. When you concentrate on work, if you don't concentrate on your kids will become a victim of cybercrime or your kids will be doing something else in the internet. So parents, please be aware of your kids, what they are doing. Even they are adult, it's still your kids. You need to supervise until they become somebody. Because not all kids have this mentality, a strong mentality. For them, if somebody talk to them nicely, if somebody throw some type of bombastic word, they will just get influenced and they will reveal everything. Because the age maturity. If somebody talks say nice to you, of course you will reply back. So please be careful when you talk to somebody. Not everyone is your friend. Those you know physically, yes. Even you know the physical one also has a lot of consequences, has some kind of problem. So what about the one behind the screen? You do not know who you are talking to behind the screen. So be careful. Do not exceed the limit that you have. Can we go to the next slide? Okay. I think we are done, but let me finish this first. So the purpose of I took this study is that I see the average of people knowing the cyberbully is very low. So that's the reason I wanted to educate this topic so that most of the people can know what is cyberbully. It's happening silently. You need to come to a light so that everybody knows at least something. If you go to 10 people, you ask, do you know what is cyberbully? Only three knows. Out of seven, they do not know. They do not know the real meaning, what is actually happened. So that's the reason because I know in this webinar, those who are hearing, you could be a mother of a kids, you could be a brother of your, you could have brother, you could have a sister, everything. You could have a friend who have so low self-esteem, everyone. So that this will be useful for you to tell them, oh, this is happening, all that. So that's the reason I took the topic because this is something serious. In this era, internet is something is very, very important and everyone is using. Now there's a term that people cannot live without internet. So you see that how strong is that. So cyberbully also is going to happen more often and more people is going to become the victim. What we can do is prevent. What we can do is educate. What we can do is be voice. This is the thing that we can do. If we do that, we are not going to become their prey. If we are not being strong, we will become their prey, and eventually their vision and mission will be established and we will become their victim. We cannot die. We have to stand up for bully. Those who are being bullied, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have been victim of some type of bully. If you are being bullied, please stand up for yourself. There's nobody can decide your worth because your life is in your hand. You are the one who have control over your life, nobody else. If you lose the control, somebody else will take over the control and destroy your life. So please stand up for bully. If you face any type of bully, please say no to bully. When you speak up, they will back off. If you don't speak up, you try to hear what they say, they will control you. That's the moral of the story. Please don't scare of anything. If people try to do something, find a way to prevent that. Find a way to overcome that. Don't go into that and get scared and try to do things that, oh, I'm one of the victims. No, there's no problem that can be solved. Nothing is permanent. Every problem can be solved. It's just that don't please make it complicated and bear the consequences because you are the owner of your life. Thank you so much. I hope my topic has given a lot of information to y'all and has created some kind of awareness. And thank you so much for giving your time, your precious time, and you have given and listening until now. Thank you, everyone. If you have any question, you can ask me regarding the topic. Aisha, over to you. Aisha. Yeah, I think that's one question is disinformation and misinformation part of cybercrime. It's part also because you do not know the information that you're accessing. You do not know what the information they're giving. Sometimes they can just hack the whole thing and change it into whatever information they want. But as we know, we have a website to detect certain information whether it has been changed or it is actually has been added. Later on, I'll send in the group what are the acts and what are the apps can be used to prevent cyber crimes. We have done certain research. So, is there any other question other than this?
That's amazing. Now, if you have any question regarding about this topic, then please type your question on comment section. Members, if you have any question regarding about this topic, then please type your question on comment section. If you have any question, okay, that's amazing. We are obligate to you for your Marivalis presentation. Members, if you have any question regarding about this topic, then please write your question in comment section. Members, if you have any question, okay, that's amazing. We are obligate to you for your Marivalis presentation and giving us your precious time. This session will be effective for our audience because you shared your intelligible knowledge with us. Dear knowledge seekers, I would love to thank you all from my deep heart for attending today's session. Hopefully, you learned something new you will implement in your life. Please spread the information with your beautiful friends. Knowledge seekers, you will get free certificate after 2 to 3 days. So please submit attendance form accurately and add your remarks related to this session in comment section or attendance form. All members will get certificate via Drive link and link will share in our official Ask Webinars WhatsApp groups. We hope to see you all again next webinar. Thank you so much. Stay happy, stay safe.